What's up, guys? We are back. Part 4. Let's do this. Okay, so the mansion today. We're doing the mansion. That Graham guy. Pretty sure his name is Graham. Just gonna check out my items. Good. Got space. Tons of stuff. Mansion time. So we beat the mansion. Afterwards, I'll do the other half of cemetery. Yeah, that's what you get. You get attacked by gnomes. Oh man, what a long day. One damage. Because you suck, Reaper. Dudes are getting pretty strong. Oh, speaking of strong. Getting level 14 now. Lightning magic bastard. Isn't that raging? Slade would call it rage. We are in the mansion. Oh, got my phone for the guides. It's long. It's a beautiful painting. Very special painting. Yeah, when I was playing Shiny Force 3, that mansion actually reminded me of this one. So let's see. Whoa, there's lots of stuff in here. Lots and lots of stuff. So, where are we? What is this? There's 2 floors? Oh, fuck. Yeah, this place is huge. I didn't think it was. Let's go back to the first floor. Damn, who made this mansion? It's like a palace. Yeah, so this is the first floor, okay. Trying to figure out where I am, okay. get this thing here. Ooh, spooky mansion. Ooh, the crates are flying. Flying books. Oh, I can move, okay. I believe there's something in here. Yeah. It's here. Okay, where is it? Okay. What the hell? Guess I can't do anything there yet. No. I'm gonna conserve my MP. This place looks like it's gonna be pretty damn long. Oh no, not ultrasonic waves. My whole team panicking? Really? Slowing down the game, man. Stop that. Good. All you gotta do. Just don't do your stupid move. Yeah, Arthur attack. Okay, now. Oh, what the hell? Is that really the same spot? Looks different. Yeah, that's the same spot. Okay, so I guess because my screen is a little bit smushed. Looks better. Stream. That's how, okay. Oh shit. It's a mimic. No, it's not. It's like a mimic thing. Uh-oh. It lived. They're gonna kill? Yeah, you better not kill. Why nobody crits? Nobody crits. my god, it's lived for 3 rounds already. Good. Mirage. That's a Mirage. You block? Uh-oh. What is that? Speed reduction. That's it. Okay, leprechauns suck here. Druid's Robe. Nice. Good defense. Okay, now let's go here. Uh-oh. Butter failure. Somebody crit. You must crit. You have to. Ouch. Goddamn Blaze 2, man. I got 2 Blaze 2. Yeah. Eat it. Yeah. What? I thought you could only do 1 Blaze 2. Oh shit, mother. Whoa, I got my ass kicked. Pretty nasty. Blaze 3 times? Minor setback. Wow. Gotta remember that. You can do Blaze twice. What is this? Oh shit. Raging. Let's do raging. Damn, that's good. Good damage. The game's lagging. Good. It's good. They're not dealing damage. Spooky ghost. Don't attack. Good. $100 experience points. David Ward says, "What's up? What's up? You gonna sell your Kickmaster for $500? Nope. I'm not selling any games. It's crazy, right? $500? What is wrong with the market?" Just gonna check the map. Okay. Jeez, bro, antique, says David Ward. What do you think this game is worth? Shining the Holy Ark. It's quite pricey. Hey, Meowth, what's up, what's up? Meowth says, I wouldn't sell my games either. Right? But I don't know, like, I'm not in it to make money, okay? I just love my games. So that's why, but, if I were a different person, I would sell my games right now, actually. They're probably never going to be as high as this. David Ward says, it's even more rare, I bet. Shining the Holy Ark is very rare, yeah. Meowth says, unless I absolutely had to, and it'd be hard even then. David Ward says, I have Earthbound cartridge. Oh, you have Earthbound cartridge? That game is stupidly overpriced. It's not even worth that. But it's like... It's the eBay market that inflated it. You're seeing it on eBay for $400. You're gonna see it for $400 in stores over here too. Meow says, had an old friend whose sister had a complete in box. Yeah, like when I was buying video games, it was $200 in box, and I was like, that's a little bit too much for Earthbound, for being one of the most popular RPGs on the SNES and one of the most abundant. Evil Word says, I might take it down in a shop at Columbia. Yeah, I was there actually today at that shop. I got some cords. Forgot one of my things there. I bought a PSP component hookup, and I forgot it at the shop. Gotta go pick it up. Yeah, it says a lot of copies of Earthbound out there. It isn't rare. Absolutely, yeah, you're right. It's actually one of the least rare RPGs on the SNES, which is why I don't think it's worth $1,000 complete in box, with the scratch and sniff tattoos, right? Or cards or whatever they are. I actually have that book, but the cards are missing. David Ward says, why the hell is it going for $400 if it's not so rare? Because eBay so if people on eBay kind of like crank up the price, try to match each other, so the price is inflated. It's not worth that much. If it goes like, I wouldn't even pay $200 for it, for the cart. But people are willing to pay that, right? I don't think anybody would pay $400 for it. You'll probably get like $50 or $100 at the store, at the Columbia store, right? Yeah, it says, but the cart definitely is not. It's a cult classic and Nintendo first party game. That doesn't help. Right, right. It's a very popular game. It's like Final Fantasy VII, okay? FF7 on the PlayStation is worth 50 to $100. Now, is it really worth that? Probably not. It's probably worth like $30. But people are crazy, man. The prices don't really reflect what the value is. And FF7 is like one of the most produced RPGs out there. Yeah, it says Smash Brothers also really hyped it up and made the price skyrocket. Right, yeah. I heard that too. But I mean, Kickmaster really surprised me. My father paid like $30 for that game, brand new. I think I got it at a video store. You know, it says nobody or ever heard of Ness until Smash Brothers. I knew Ness because I had played Earthbound, but I didn't really care. I saw him in the game, I'm like, who the hell is this kid? And then my buddy's like, it's the kid from Earthbound. I'm like, oh yeah. But even then, I mean, people who played Earthbound, like I didn't know who Ness was, and I played Earthbound. I didn't play it much though. A buddy of mine lent it to me, and I didn't think it was that special. I mean, you can't even see your characters in battle. I like the battle system though. If you get killed, your life meter starts ticking down, so you have time to unkill yourself, right? In Earthbound. Yeah, it says it was a very niche, obscure game here. Yeah, but still widely produced. The giant box probably didn't help the price. Yeah, plus it didn't get a lot of releases. Oh man. Got the bots. I'm also surprised at the prices of the NES games. I mean, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out is $500. Think about that. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. How many copies of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out are there? A lot. So Meow says Earthbound hasn't had any re-releases until this SNES Classic. So it's got one re-release, okay. But even then, like, I don't think re-releasing a game, even in physical copy, would help drop the price down. Because collectors would still want the original one, and they get the new one too, right? They would get both. Meow says, I can't even imagine the legal hurdles. Nintendo had to go through to re-release it on that one. If it's first party though, Nintendo owns it. It should be easy. It'd be like Sega releasing Sonic, no? Meow says our version are Earthbound and Japan's version are vastly different. Oh, okay. I don't know much about Earthbound. Like I told you before, it never really interested me. I mean, it is an RPG, but it's just like looks. I don't like the way that it looks, I guess. So ours is censored, theirs is not. Japan does not view copyrights like we do here. Okay. Yeah, it's why we got Dragon Warrior the way it is. I got a new case and wallet for my phone. The wallet red, case black. Pretty solid. Meow says, yeah, a lot of things change between versions. I can see that, yeah. Oh, it's like what happened with Tales of Eternia here. Right. You were telling me about that. Oh, we got a leprechaun. Leprechaun smash. Little leprechaun named Zircon. Now it says Namco literally could not name it this here due to copyrights. Yeah, He-Man. Oh, right. You were telling me about that. Eternia. He-Man has the rights to Eternia. So, what do you know about this game, Meowth? Do you know about all these cool allied pixies they gotta get? I got lots of leprechauns. I got 5 of them. Meowth says, so they confuse players instead who were familiar with the series and called it Tales of Destiny 2. Yeah. I remember you saying that. Oh shit. Spooky. When the real Tales of Destiny never made it out of Japan. Yeah. That store I went to today had tons of games. Tons and tons. They had Valkyrie Profile for the PlayStation. A game I'm looking for, but it's like $400. Nope. Not buying that. Suplex. More suplex. Mess you up. Stupid two-headed thing. Oh, this game is really cool. There's a lot of Shining Force 3 in here. Now that I've played both, I'm really realizing that. So you know how in Shining Force 3 they have all those specials and they're all named? Well, in this game, they don't... It doesn't show the names of the specials, but they have multiple specials in battle. So like Rhodey will... He's got 2 right now. He does that suplex and he throws a ninja star and he attacks, right? You know, it says I'm a copy. It's just on my to-do list. Need to do something with my Saturn before I dive into it again. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely worth playing. It's pretty damn sweet. Oh yeah, Golden Sun. You're right. Yeah. Yeah, it's got like Golden Sun and Beyond the Beyond. I think this came out after Beyond the Beyond as well. Before Golden Sun. Right, you can tell where they got the inspiration from. I gotta set my timer here. For those Twitch ads. Okay. This one just has like epic dungeons, right? Yeah, Beyond the Beyond. Definitely when I played this game, it really reminded me of Golden Sun. The battles. So that's what the pixies do. They bum rush the enemies. And there's lots of characters too. Yeah, it says great improvement over Shining in the Darkness. Yeah, it's like they improved on everything. Oh, really? Don't you? Oh, don't do Blaze 2. And the spells look... The later spells look really, really cool. There's a character named Forte. He is basically the dedicated magic user, right? And it's like when he does a spell, it'll look cool. Then if he crits with that spell, it looks completely different. So there's like different animations for the criticals. Right, Meowth. Yeah, there's a dungeon map. That's the biggest improvement. I didn't figure out the dungeon map until I was, I think, around this part of the game. The first time I played. Yeah, definitely smoother. But you should see the towns, they actually lag. The game and Sega Saturn can barely handle it. See, when I first saw Julian in Shining Force 3, I thought he was Arthur. Because he looks a lot like Arthur. And I'm pretty sure Julian makes an appearance in this game. Oh, right. I need an item for this. Okay. Yeah, I really like first-person RPGs like this. It's a reason why I really liked Phantasy Star 1. Meow says that's the theory with Arthur, that he's the same one as Shining Force 1. What? One is a centaur, one is a human, and this is like 1,000 years later. This one actually deals more with the Vandals. Yeah, there you go. Rhodey did his other special. Yeah, I think that's just a bad theory there, Meowth. It can't be that Arthur. There's no way. Because this one is just like... kind of looks like Julian. Yeah, this takes like... This is like right before Shining Force 3. So when this game ends, Shining Force 3 begins, right? Julian is here as a young boy. I gotta go up here. Uh-oh. These guys are brutal. And the characters are really cool. There's actually a werewolf that joins you in this. Oh my god. So that, I believe, is a breath attack. There's spells and breath attacks. Meow says something to that effect. I forget the exact time gap. Yeah. I'm sure because remember that demon guy, the Vandal in Shiny Force 3? Well, he's in this game. We might see him today, actually. Bram or whatever. Yeah, this game is no joke. It's actually pretty difficult. You gotta conserve a lot. You gotta use healings in certain orders. So can't open these doors. I wonder if no, I need another key. Yeah, but this map, it really changes things. Just like in Shining in the Darkness, yeah. That's a great game. In Shining in the Darkness, you can't. You gotta grind levels. No, I'm not gonna play Shining in the Darkness. I'm not, no. I've beaten it. I've done it before. That game is way too insane. It's too old for me. Even though I played it, I would rather spend my time playing something else. I do like the hand-drawn pictures though in it. They're quite nice. Like, for example, if I played it, the game screen is already so small, right? You know, it says it gets significantly less impossible once you get the emblem. Before this, damn. Oh, I got some crap on my hair from... I did some pressure washing today. Stuff was like flying everywhere. What amazed me was that... Oh my god. Was that Shining in the Darkness had Mithril. Before Shining Force 1. Shining Force 1 didn't have Mithril building. They brought it back again for... Oh my god. This has Mithril building. Right? Just like Shining in the Darkness. And in this game, the spells are really cool. There's like so many spells. Right, yeah. Mithril wasn't in Shining Force 1, but it came back in Shining Force 2. I like what Shining Force 3 did. There's little Mithril and big Mithril. And the little ones make accessories. That's really cool. Look at how strong the enemies are. And I'm not under-leveled. So Rhodey's got 3 specials. I think the same as everybody else. Oh, and they give jack shit for experience. So heal costs 2 MP in this and heals 40 HP. Just gotta make sure to leave 7 MP on Arthur. This game almost wants you to do the temples, the dungeons in parts. Like going in and doing it in one shot is very hard. You're not gonna have enough resources. You're not gonna have enough space on your guys. So you gotta like egress or use angel wings and come back. There's this one. Excuse me. There's this one temple at the end of the game. It's like 7 or 8 floors. It's huge. And if you didn't have a map, imagine getting through that. Mess him up. Rather fight those guys. Damn, yeah, I'm not fighting this thing. It's a baby. It's a beautiful painting of a baby. Let's check the map out. Oh yeah, I'm on floor 2. There's 2 floors in this place, ridiculous. Huh? Okay, there's something like right here. Oh. Yeah. And we got an incubus. Up naked dudes, little dudes. Okay, now I'm gonna try out the incubus. Oh, come on. These things have giant ears. They're flying with their ears like Dumbos. Oh, nice. Ninja Man. Of course. Really? Uh-oh. Prepare to get my ass whooped. Better if. Yes! Good! 43 damage a pop. Look at that. Roddy. Brutal fire. Roddy wishes he was Slade. They're melting. What the fuck are you dodging? And why is it lagging? Lagging. Come on. Just die, stupid ghost. Nice. That's a level up for Melody. 99 MP. Nice. I believe there is some sweet, sweet treasure in here. Got Mithril, guys. Yeah, you can't read the books in this one. There's just enough for one book. Oh, I need that book. For sure I need something to get that book. Yeah. Got beat up by some incubus. Half naked dudes are just rubbing themselves on you. Stupid ghost. So I am using a guide. The doorknob's broken. Just to get 100%. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm not fighting these skeletons. They're crazy. Too much HP. Oh man, really? I think I gotta go get that book. I should actually go to town. Would be easier just to egress. What? Oh, okay, okay. I thought it didn't work. Damn, son, you better work. Huh? Oh. But I exited backwards. One sec, I just gotta set my timer. 59 minutes. Oh, what? Didn't I just egress? David Ward says, I don't know if my comp's off, but the screen freezes every few seconds or so. It could be me. My bitrate shows that I had a spike there. Now it's better. Yeah, I think it was on my end. There is an ad coming up though. Thank you so much for letting me know a Twitch ad, and I gotta take a break, so I'll be back in 5 minutes. Yeah, always let me know. I appreciate it, guys. we're back. David Ward says Zaf for Samsung. Yes, I do have a Samsung. I stopped by an Apple. I had a iPhone 4S. What a piece of shit. Shit phone, man. Then I found out that Apple was slowing down my 4S with every update. Because they wanted people to buy new phones. You guys don't believe me? Go and check it out. Google it. There was lawsuits. So after Steve Jobs died, Apple went downhill. Including the iPhone 4S phone. Let's go save. I had an iPod Touch 3. That thing was awesome. Never updated. It was at full speed the whole time. No issues with it. It was great. And I'm never buying anything Apple again. We're back at it. Oh shit, I went the wrong way. You got messed up. Blocky. Don't do Blaze. That'd be so filthy. Blocks and does Blaze. Ugh. Two blacks. I gotta go get that book. Or the book, actually. I think. Second floor, right? Yeah, I can't go there, so I gotta go through here. There was a way to get that book, I remember. Okay. Yeah, now I remember. I was stuck in this mansion for a while. Superfly. Then where can I go? Tell me, game, where can I go? Let me try something. Yeah, it's locked, right? What? It attacks everything close to the door. Hmm. Oh, okay. There is a spot I haven't been to. Turns around. Turns around when he exits. Why didn't fairies attack? And it's right here. Okay. Let's look at the guide. Right. Okay. Oh, it's locked? Come on. Now I'm sure I gotta get that book. Let's see, I'm trying to find out. Where to go here? Game facts. I don't want to read walls of text. Not on the phone. Doesn't work. Yeah, so I do need the holy water. Okay. Looks like I need the holy water. Get the book. How do I get the holy water? Probably with the key. So the key is the issue. Where do I get that old key? Okay. I gotta go through here to get the key. Go away, dude. Oh. Pain in the ass. Yeah, so I can't get in there, then how do I get the key? This is insane. Okay. I gotta go there. Let's go back there. Take that, you stupid ghost. I should hear Rhodey. Nice. All my guys are level 15 now. We are not fighting. Does double attack. Looks like the answer is here. Are you serious? Do I need a doorknob now? No, I don't. So how do I open this thing? Or hold on a sec. Can I rush? Like, break it? Is that what I have to do? Aha, it is. Okay. No. Why didn't you attack? Just run. Oh, look at that. Oh, oh, oh. Damn, this dude is making some sounds. Isn't that? Didn't we meet him in Desire Village? Yes, it is him, Basso, the Dragon Warrior. What is he doing in this place? You are Rhodey's group. Oh, think you'd be here. What, I mean, where is this? Came down the passage under the coffin. David Ward says you should make all the sound effects and voiceovers that the game doesn't have. At one point, I was trying to make different voices, so like I try to do like girl voice for the girls. It didn't go so well, so I'm just doing it now. Normally, I just avoid the sound effects. I just read the text, but cartoon voice acting, yeah. I think it's appropriate. I came down the passage under the coffin. Was going through some kind of maze, then got your ass whooped. We are the ones with questions that need answers. How did you get into this mansion when nobody else could? The mansion, yeah, it looks like one, then him. David Ward said, Jim Cummings is a cartoon voice acting wizard for a reason. You could be the next Jim Cummings. Is that the guy who does like Wolverine's voice in X-Men? I know there's this like legendary dude. He does so many voices. That's impossible. Tim, who are you talking about? You're not making any sense. I guess I have to start from the beginning, so listen. You guys left Desire Village, right? Well, we came after you. Followed all the way to Enric. David Ward says, Dark Green Duck, a bunch of Disney voices. Okay. I think I know who that is. Yeah, the dude is a legend. Enric. Once there, we started collecting information and the town and heard that you had gone into the castle, but no one knew what happened to you after that. He's also Winnie the Pooh. He did a bunch of voices on Baldur's Gate. The guy's been everywhere, huh? So Lisa and I discussed the situation and decided that Lisa would try to sneak to the royal chamber while I would investigate here. So I came out here, but as rumored, the door wouldn't open. I couldn't just give up that easily, so I decided to check out the graveyard. Forest beyond. There I found the stairs inside the stone coffin. Going down, I find myself in some sort of maze or catacombs. Venturing on, I encountered a stone door. Then it appeared. That monster. That dreadful light in his eyes. With unbelievable power, it attacked me, and I was no match against it. If it was too powerful for you, a dragon warrior, to stand against, what could it be? It is probably Golm. He is the master of this mansion. He has lived here for over 200 years. He's the one we came to confront. The word says he's Dr. Robotnik. Oh, okay. Is this character going to join your party? Hell yeah. Basso will join. Let me tell you, don't do it. You have no chance of winning. The game finally picks up here. Because I get my 4th member, right? And you could have 4 members in battle at once. I don't believe anybody can defeat Golm. We came here to see the master of the mansion at Sabato's request. Our destiny begins here, no matter what obstacles may be in our way. We will not retreat. We can only move forward. So you came here on Sage Sabato's behest. That man sent you here. Where that horrible monster resides, I can tell you from your words that you are very determined. There must be a good reason. Okay, I'll try not to stop you. Instead, I have a favorite ass. Take me with you. Every time I think of that monster, my body trembles, and I want to kick his ass. I'm scared. I've never experienced this before. If I run away, I will be a coward for life. That's why I have to face him. Good, Basso. Move forward. Join us. Here we go. Basso. Oh, he's level 10? Shit. Oh, man. Brutal. Let's check him out. He has an axe, armor, plate, gauntlet. Dragon Warrior. Oh, that was Ronin Warriors. Yeah, that was a badass show, man. Ronin Warrior. Arthur transferred the herb to Arthur. Okay, that should be fine. Let's go back. I'm gonna see if I didn't miss anything there. What is this? A beautiful painting. Basso is slow. Even if he catches up, or when he does, he's still very slow. Like, he'll always go last. Where is this? This? Yeah, we got it. Okay, next. Now it's half naked chicks. Nice. Half naked chicks rub themselves on the bad guys. Oh. Brody's showing it how it's done. Basso attack. Okay. Uh-oh. Don't fight. Not sure, yeah. Can't go in there. David Ward says, so did you say there are 6 more characters that you're gonna find in this game? Okay. Well, it won't be that much of a spoiler, but I tell you, there is Forte, which is the mage from the beginning. So that's one. There's Doyle. He's the werewolf ninja. There's Lisa, Basso's partner. She's that, like, female knight. And there is a female ninja. So that's 4. 4 more. So there's 8 characters total. And the cool thing is, Werewolf Ninja, that's where it's, yeah, he is crazy. And the cool thing is, in battle, you could switch your characters without losing a turn, right? So, what you do is, let's say I want to switch out Basso or something, right? Because I'm at a boss, and Basso's not very good for bosses, so I won't lose a turn. So it's really sweet how they did that, right? It's not Frank from Shining Force 3, no. Frank was he was like an like a Native American, right? That's what Frank looked like. Doyle is more like He's like a ninja, right? So he's like on the Japanese side. Frank, yeah, Frank really turned up good. Pulled his weight afterwards. Okay, so destroy those. You just gotta run into them. Yeah, it's not Xylo. I think Xylo still has the best design out of all the werewolves. Gerhalt's kind of stereotypical werewolf, right? Cartoon face, kind of looks like Looney Tunes. Oh, wow. This character is kind of unique, though, Basso. He's a dragon warrior, right? So he's kind of like, remember Shiny Force 1? There was that Valiant General that you had to fight in, I think it was in Chapter 4. He meets you outside the village. Well, Basso is like his kind of people. General Elliot, yeah. And Shiny Force 3 had dragon people, but they were rare. Shiny Force 3 had... It's in Medion's team. I think it's Medion's advisor is one of the dragon people, right? David Ward says that's very cool, and now he's on your side. Yeah, absolutely. It is super cool. Too bad we didn't get more of these games in this series, because all the series intertwines, right? It's pretty cool. Okay. We need to make more? I'm not the right guy, though. I'm not a software guy, I'm finding out. It's like I'll make the carts. I'll make the carts and I'll learn soldering, you know. I would find out more interesting than... Yeah, I would rather learn soldering than learn software. I'll say that much. David Ward says, or another Shining game, what would you name it? Well, Shining Force 4. I would make Shining Force 4. If I made another Shining Shining in the Darkness style, I'd call it like... I don't know. I don't know what I would call it. Shining Forever? Shining for Freedom? That'd be cheesy. Just need to design it. Get the ideas going. So, there is a secret passage in here. Table Word says, nice, the sequel for the Shining game, Shining Forever, that would work, yeah. Obviously, our target audience would be all the old school fans. Table. Oh, is that so? Shit, I fucked up. I do a Shining Force 4. for and expand on Shining Wisdom, because Shining Wisdom had a good thing. Oh my god, did I screw it up? Yeah, I think I did. Can I reset? Shit. Yeah, I didn't think I could fuck up, so I was just pushing shit. I fucked this up too. Whatever. Once I egress, it should go back to normal. Oh, what? Did it go back? Oh, it went back. Okay. So this bed has to go here. That it? That's it. Oh, there it is. That's what I've been looking for. Old ass key. Yeah, as you see, this dungeon is pretty hardcore, right? They give me Basso at level 10. Make the next shining dungeon game like this, Shining in the Light. Or Shining of the Light. Shining. Nice. Shining Fantasy. Basso. Where it says we gotta make these games, dude. I don't know how, but we gotta do it. Oh, that would be amazing. The thing is that the fan base is established, right? That's what game companies don't get. The fan base is already there. They're just old now, right? So you could tap into that. So you know you would already get a good base to sell your game, right? And as long as you market it properly, you'd sell more. Like, for example, Shining Force Heroes of Light and Dark. A lot of Shining Force fans wanted to try that game. There was some that didn't. But the fact that Shining Force fans knew about the game. Where it says, can you imagine how popular a modern day reboot of Shining Force would be? Not even a reboot. You would just have to do just a remake. Well, we already have a remake, right? On the Game Boy Advance, but the art is horrible. What about a remake of Shining Force 2? That'd be pretty crazy. there's an entire community out there that are like modding the game and just making more with the game, right? Where it says just the Shiny Force 1 graphic style, gameplay, and new story with new characters. Yeah, like a Shiny Force 4, a Shiny Force 4 by going back to the old style, but do it like Shiny Force 3. Take a lot of the things that Shiny Force 3 did, but just like improve on it. I think it'd be awesome, because 3 did a lot of good things, but also forgot some things, right? 3 had the chapter system, which is, I don't like it as much as the Shiny Force 2 style. There's something here? Top-down grid, turn-based, health bars, third-person battle camera angle. Yeah, third-person, like in Shiny Force 3. Those battles look cool. Imagine with like updated graphics, unique story, can't go wrong. Yeah, keep the basics. You could also expand on it. The depth thing, with the height, like it was kind of going there, but it didn't. In Shiny Force 3, you could expand on that, like they did in Final Fantasy Tactics. Also, turn order. Turn order is kind of a gong show in Shiny Force, right? It'd be good to always get the same turn. You imagine if you knew who was gonna go in like 5 turns from now, right? I think that would make a world of difference. And Final Fantasy Tactics did that. Shiny Force could learn about that, right? Go from there. Speed as a stat was a bit weak. Agreed. Gotta make it more meaningful. Yeah, turn orders. Also, you know how to gain level ups? Alice in the Past was saying that in Shiny Force, it's kind of like lame how they gain stats. In this game, when you gain a stat, the character does a pose, and it's a lot more meaningful, right? It's like on the screen, so you're getting a level, right? And then you see all the stats go up. Something like that for a level up. Yeah. Show it off, right? Oh, nice. The inventory system was great in Shiny Force 3. Something like that. And I think the story can learn too from Final Fantasy Tactics, because Final Fantasy Tactics and even Ogre Battle 64 did the storyline so well. Like, Ogre Battle had those long texts, but cut that down and do it like Final Fantasy Tactics, where have a meaningful scene for the story. Make it short, less than a minute, but make the player go, holy crap, did I just see that? What the hell just happened? Like in Final Fantasy Tactics, you're trying to fight this one like leader dude, right? And he runs away. And the next time you see this dude, he's being attacked by like 4 of his own guys, and he's killing them all. And you're like, what the hell just happened, right? What is this? This is pretty badass. But it just gives you a taste, right, for the story. So something like that for Shining Force, for the story, it would give it great pacing. Because one thing Shining Force suffers on after I played Final Fantasy Tactics is the pacing, right? You wanna make it so that it's like, oh man, this is going at such a good pace. I want to play more, and then you play a little bit more, but you don't have these like giant epic battles. You could do like shorter battles with like less dudes, or you could do like different battlefields going out at once, right? So you could do like 3 guys here, 4 guys there, something like that, right? Where it says, I read this book, Rules of Play, talking about game design, and one of the main ideas the author kept emphasizing for any game was meaningful gameplay. So it goes with meaningful graphics, meaningful sound, make it meaningful, nostalgic, artistic. That's gold. Sounds good. When do we start? I don't have the funds, bro. I got zero funds to make these games. Yeah, one day. Plus, I don't even know where to start. What about doing a crowdfunding? Have you seen those? A crowdfunding project, raise like 250,000 bucks, create a game. That'd be crazy. As long as we get the right people. The right people and right ideas and crowdfunded. It'd be cool. David Ward says we'll need the copyright as well if we're gonna use the Shining theme. I don't even know who owns it. Like there's, I think Sega owns some, and there's Sonic Team, and there's this like other Sonic group, and there's Camelot, right? Which is called something else now. So I don't know who owns the rights. It's crazy. God damn stupid. Or like even remake Shining Wisdom. Imagine Shining Wisdom. But remember Secret of Evermore? It was like you and your dog. So imagine Shining Wisdom with you and your partner. And your partner is AI controlled. I think that would be really cool. David Worth says, "Would love to see you play Secret of Evermore on here." There's mod hacks for Secret of Evermore. I'll tell you right now, that's the only way I'll replay Secret of Evermore, if I were to mod hack it and play one of those types of games. And it's a randomizer for Secret of Evermore, right? So that's pretty cool, right? Have you seen Legend of Zelda on the NES, a randomizer? It's amazing. It's like updated graphics for Legend of Zelda, and on top of that, it's all randomized. So the candle's gonna be somewhere else, and the sword's gonna be somewhere else. You may be in the third dungeon and you don't even have the sword, and you're using the wand instead, right? It's just like playing Legend of Zelda again for the first time. It is fun, right? Yeah. I've seen Mike Matei play it on his. He streams on Twitch. It's like crazy big, right? And he's also got a YouTube channel, and I check him out on there. You know Zelda 2 or Link's Adventure on the NES? Well, there's hardcore fans out there, and they've mod hacked the game where it's like a completely different game. It's called Link's Adventure Winter Solstice. Check it out. It looks crazy. It's hard. There's like more stuff. The game is completely different. You're like playing in like wintertime now, and there's like dungeons in other places, and oh man, That's the first game I'm gonna play when I get an EverDrive on the NES. First game. There's something here. Oh, I wonder who that's for. It's got a dragon on the quest, on the crest, right? Pretty cool, right? Yeah, I'll definitely be able to finish this place. Not today, though. Not today. I'm gonna have to keep it short because I want to hit the gym. I want to get those gains going. So I'll have to come back. I don't have much left because I got most of the important items in the mansion. So next time we'll meet Gulm. Yeah, but imagine another game like this, like a number 3, expanding, doing like twice as many characters, twice as big of a world, okay? Doing like epic dungeons, okay? Dungeons that are so large, it takes you like multiple playthroughs to actually beat the dungeon. Like, you gotta see one of these dungeons, man. It's gonna blow your mind. Okay, it comes in a little bit later, but yeah, it's crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna save and then I'm gonna raid somebody. If you guys want to stick around, help me raid. Yeah, Shining games are still being made, Dave, but they're not the real Shining games. They just have the IP, right? So it's always like a different company making these games. Anyways, there's an ad coming up as well. And as I'm saving, I'm gonna raid, so you guys will get hit with it by an ad and then go into somebody else's stream. Should totally use one of these. Honey. So I've already saved. Get out of here. It was Let's raid Van Street Battles. They're Kenny Shop in Richmond. He runs like competitive fighting game scene. And people go there and play. So let's do it. They're playing Smash Bros right now, so I know you guys like that. Looks like we have transferred over. Tomorrow I will be back at 6 p.m. Pacific. You can catch me then. Okay guys, have a great night. Peace out.